Alright, let's do this. I thought it would be a good idea to go to England. I had not been home in 3 years. So I decided, bugger it. I want to go home, I'm homesick. Things seem to have calmed down a bit. Let's go home. So my brother and his girlfriend paid for our flight. Thank you so much, by the way. In hindsight, I'm like, oh god, was it even worth it? And anyway, sorry, there was something on the wall behind me that was annoying me. No, so they paid for a flight. We flew over on last Wednesday. Literally last Wednesday, we were there for 7 days. So the story begins. Had everything organised, everything was packed, beautiful. I had all our meds on the kitchen table, so the first thing that my plan was to do when I got up was grab all the important, like the meds and stuff, put them into the rucksacks, go, ready to go, eat breakfast, whatever. I woke up at, I believe it was about 6:38, and lo and behold, I was like, well, that's the wrong time. Walked into Yukka's, like, because Yukka was on the couch because he had trouble sleeping. Walked into the living room and was like, Yukka, it's 6:38. What time's our train? 7 o'clock. His alarm was supposed to go off at 5. I was alright. Okay. Bad news. That's really bad. So I got Elvin up, got him dressed, got myself dressed. Yukka got dressed. Checked our train app. Train's cancelled. Oh, okay. Alright. That's fine. We can handle this. Called them, they're like, get the next train. We checked the times, and all the, like, we could get the next train, we had time, and the bus that we needed to catch was like in 5 minutes. So we thought, right, okay, let's get all our shit together, we will go and take the next bus, take the next train, it's gonna be fine. So we do that, everything's fine, blah blah blah. We make it to the bus, stress. We make it to the train, stress. We make it to the airport. We've got a bit of time, we're fine. A lot of people around. We had our masks on, which of course will cause problems because they give you like serious anxiety. I can handle it for a lot longer, but yeah. So we had our masks on. Elvin, bless him, was absolutely good as gold. I think he understood that, like, we don't mess around today. We do as mum and dad say. So he just followed us perfectly. He was absolutely an angel the whole way. He got a little bit upset. Like, once we were on the plane was fine as well. He absolutely loved taking off. I have a video for it. I'll send it to my nearest and dearest. Plane ride was fine. So we landed, everything was peachy. We get to my mum's, or my brother's house actually, because that's where I was staying. Everything's going fine, absolutely fine. We order pizza, we have a good time, and I get my pizza in front of me, and this was like Domino's stuffed crust meat feast. Everything I need, because I love stuffed crust. I love it more than anyone. You don't get it here in Sweden. It's fantastic. Stuffed crust with cheese, beautiful. I take a bite of my pizza and I'm like, oh, this doesn't even taste like food. It just doesn't taste like anything. Actually, shit. Oh my god. We'll get to that in a second. Something's just clocked me now. Anyway, it didn't taste like anything. I had cotton mouth and I was like, oh, right, I ain't eating this. I'm really, really sorry. I'm just not in the mood for it. I could feel my stomach rumbling. I was like, okay, fine. I've got a bit of like anxiety stomach or whatever. So I went to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I start having cold sweats, I start panicking because I have emetophobia. I have a phobia of vomiting. I start having cold sweats, I start sweating. I walked out the bathroom, saw my brother's girlfriend there, she was like, "You alright?" Walked straight back in and started dry heaving. So I got to the toilet, slightly leaning over. I have not been sick, I have not thrown up in about 16 years. That was the first time it ever happened. So I threw up once, most of it was dry heaving, nothing much came up. No details to be had, so don't worry. Oh man, I went out, I was like, they realised something was seriously wrong. I was like, I'm gonna go outside, need to go outside, cold air, I need cold air. That was the last time it happened. After that, I had, well, the runs all night, and then the next day, and then just anxiety. That morning, I've actually got goosebumps talking about this. Look at that. You see? Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so I had the runs all night. Yulka started having a bit of the runs. I woke up to him being sick the next morning, and I was like, shit, that's bad. So he was sick quite a bit. He had diarrhea for most of that day. He slept most of the day as well, actually, is what he did. But his stomach was upset, very upset. He was in bed, I think, for about a day and a half. I felt fine afterwards. I was obviously extremely anxious. I was having anxiety all day, I hadn't eaten, which I know is bad because I'm obviously pregnant. But I did get some food down, it's fine. I was alright. I also want to say I'm extremely proud of myself because I didn't panic. I just let my body do what it needed to do. Got on with it. Oh man, but seriously, the anxiety, I've still got anxiety now about it. And you'll realise why in a minute. Anyway, so Yulka sorts himself out. I tell my mum, obviously, he was like, don't come over, we're sick. After a day, like, we go out, fine, you know, everything's good, because I felt fine, felt absolutely fine. I was like, yeah, got a bit of anxiety, got a bit of a stuffed nose, they'd been cutting grass, so I was like, okay, cutting grass, fine. Allergies, took antihistamine, carried on as usual. I think Yulka was with, yeah, so Yulka came out with us, it was the day after, so there was a day between him getting sick, actually. Anyway, after we get back, because we all went out for dinner, we went to Build-A-Bear, got my little boy a dinosaur, you know, I had a great time out. Got home, went our separate ways. My mum got home, she calls me in the evening and said, I've just thrown up. I'm like, oh no. So my mum got sick. She was sick as a dog for like 2 days. There was family drama, which I'm not going to go into. Not here. I'm not going to go into it. Because I'm still mad about it. I'm not going to go into it. There was family drama. Anyway, so people got sick. My sister got sick as well. My brother did not get sick. Rebecca, his girlfriend, did not get sick. Peachy, so it was just us. Elvin had the runs once. That was fine. He was alright. He didn't even throw up. He was fine. But we all ended up having this cold. We thought, oh, okay, cool. We've caught my mum's partner's cold. Whatever. We're all sharing everything. So just as a fluke, I was like, oh, Becca, do you have any COVID tests? Some of the quick ones. I'll take one now. Like, yeah, cool, I'll set up for you. Right. So we start doing this thing. I'd stick up my nose, do the whatever. And she puts the liquid in. And we're watching it, and it's, you know, the little thing goes purple, purple, purple. And then I look at her, and she looks at me, and we start laughing, because I start seeing 2 lines. I'm telling you, within seconds, I start seeing 2 lines which means that I was COVID positive. I am, as I am recording this, I have mother trucking COVID-19 or one of the whatever version of it. I have mother trucking COVID. And we literally just laughed, and I was like, no. So we tested Elvin, my son, same thing. Within seconds, 2 lines. I have spent 3 years being so careful. Masks, hand sanitizer, gloves, staying away from people, locked in my house for 3 years. I go to England for 1 week. I get it. You can't even write this mess. Like, how? What happened? So Becca tests, she gets it. Elliot tests, my brother, he gets it. My mum, no. Her partner, he's got it. Yulka, he hasn't got it. He now, as of recording this video, he has a fever. He doesn't feel well, so he's obviously got it now. Whatever. And as you can see, I look like absolute trash. I also dyed my hair a little bit more pink. It's slightly red here, but we dyed it a little more pink. So that's the thing. Anyway. I am so mad that I literally did not go home for 3 years because didn't want to get COVID. I come back for 1 week, get COVID. Because we initially thought that it was the food at Burger King. By the way, airport food, absolute scam. Complete scam. We were hungry, we had not eaten, right? We had not had breakfast, nothing. I had one of their, I'm gonna make another video talking about the trivial stuff. But oh my Jesus, good Lord in heaven, Holy Mary, all of that. What? I have freaking COVID. You can't even write this shit. It's like this whole trip I had to cancel meetings with my best friend. I had to cancel a meeting with another friend. I met a friend, but before I tested, I met up with a friend. I text her immediately because she has a son about the same age as Elvin. I was like, just tested. Are you okay? You can't make this stuff up. How do I fly home for the 1 week in 3 years and get it? Also, the woman on the plane in Sweden, from Sweden to the UK, you who brought your 2 sniffling, cold-ridden kids onto that plane, shame on you. I'm not blaming you, but shame on you, because you know you're not supposed to be travelling with symptoms. And the thing is, we thought we were ill before because my son was ill on Monday night, and we were like, okay, we'll see how he is Tuesday, otherwise we can't go. He was absolutely fine Tuesday. We thought, okay, he's eaten a bad apple. He's eaten something bad. Because it was, yeah, that was the thing. And this trip, I love my family, and I am so grateful they got to go home and see everyone. I even got to see my dad. My dad has tested positive as well. He tested positive. And I said to him, look, I can't come see you because I'm pregnant. I don't mind you driving by, and we'll keep our distance. You wear masks, I wear masks. Bless him, he was really upset, and I'm very sorry for that. I'm still sorry that it went the way it went. But we got to see each other. And, like, I'm going to do another video talking about my experience, but the chaos of this trip, I ended up saying, like, I'm sorry, but I feel so guilty. And I almost feel like it wasn't worth it, because this trip has been just an absolute hot, flaming mess. What the actual hell? Anyway, I'll make another video detailing our trip, but Jesus, holy mother in hell. Never again. I'm not doing this again. I'm done with COVID. Updates to follow.